Hello, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. This morning, we have McCormick Special Reserve blended whiskey, as opposed to their ordinary reserve. There is no ordinary reserve. This is their base model. So the base model is the special reserve. Okay. 1856 is when this company was founded in Western Missouri. Halliday Distillery is still open. You can take tours. Age 36 months, and blended at an 80-20 ratio. I bought this at at a liquor store in the same shopping center as Aquista Paces in Mandeville, Louisiana. I don't remember that store. It's like cigarettes, cigars, and liquor. A lot of expensive cigars. So it's sort of like their thing. All right. This is Seagram's American Blended Whiskey. Seagram 7 Crown. Introduced in 1934. They started distilling in 1857, a year after the McCormick Halliday. They started in well, there wasn't a country called Canada at the time, but in what is called Canada today, you understand? The province of Upper Canada, 1857. All right. Which is today called Ontario. So 7 Crown, been on the market 84 years. I see that Mathern's has it on sale for $11.99 a bottle. You can usually shop around and find it for $11.99 a bottle. It seems to be like its standard sale price. But the good thing about Seagram 7 Crown is that Diageo very often has coupons, unless your state forbids it. Some states forbid coupons for liquor, because they're usually that's your more liberal states. Usually, not always, but it's like, well, how can you be liberal but you have all these restrictions on people? Okay, so you're like illiberal. All right. Well, anyway, and the 7 Crowns, I couldn't figure that out. Why are the 7 Crowns? Then I started looking at it. And I said, oh, it makes sense. A menorah. Jewish-owned company, menorah. They could have had 7 lampstands, but it's 7 crowns. Okay. And it could be deeper than that, but I'm not going to get into Kabbalah. All right. Now here we have the eagle, like the old American emblem of the kind of like what the United States emblem was, national emblem in 1856, but there's no writing on the ribbon. I think on the old emblem it says "E pluribus unum," out of many one. Oh, by the way, the Seagram 7 Crown, most people call it Seagram 7, but it is 7 Crown, that's the official name, is blended at a 75-25 ratio, 75% grain neutral spirits and 25% straight whiskey. Back in the 1930s, it was like 65-35, I think, 35% straight whiskey. And there used to be another product called Seagram's 5 Crown. It was like cheaper. And it was blended at 75-25, and it was 80 proof. And then the 7 Crown used to be like 86 proof or 90 proof. Well, you see, what they did was they did a little switcheroo. They dropped the 5 Crown, but the recipe and blend ratio became the 7 Crown. I guess they figured no one will notice. Apparently no one did. Or a few people did. Yes, they used to make straight bourbon, like Benchmark was a Seagram straight bourbon whiskey, still made today by Sazerac. They used to make a rye, Seagram's rye whiskey. I don't know if that's, I've never seen that, but they used to make it. Like you look at the old ads, Seagram's 7 Crown, Seagram's 5 Crown, Seagram's rye, Seagram's, and then later the benchmark, and then Seagram's 100 Pipers. I have some 100 Pipers Scotch whiskey in my cabinet, but it's the Heaven Hill one. Somehow Heaven Hill got control of 100 Pipers for the United States market. Pernod Ricard got the Seagram's 100 Pipers for the overseas market. So if you notice, there's 2 different 100 Pipers. Seagram's 100 Pipers for India, for instance, and then the Heaven Hill 100 Pipers. It just says 100 Pipers, but they both have like the same logo. The guys marching with the bagpipes, different bottle shapes. Is it the same recipe? I don't know. Reaper Actual says, Seagram 7, good stuff. I think I'll be able to tell them apart because now, so far, McCormick has not exactly been standing out at all. Hadn't been really losing, but I keep getting it mixed up with the other ones. So it's just like as ordinary as all get out. You say, well, but blended whiskey, American blended whiskey is ordinary. It has very muted flavors and aromas, and it doesn't have a lot of character. Really, that's right. That's why people use it for mixed drinks. It's not really a sipper where you sit there contemplating with a snifter, right? So you take in a kind of a bland, dull class of whiskey, and then you've got one that's not standing out. Okay, so that's what's happening. The Seagram 7 Crown, on the other hand, does stand out from my experience. It's a little woodier, and it's a richer flavor, and it's a higher percentage of straight whiskey than most of the others. Not all of them, but most of them. Because some will be up to 72, 27.5, even higher than 25. But that didn't seem to make much difference, honestly, because then sometimes they only age them 2 years, so then you don't get any benefit of the higher whiskey. This one, Seagram 7 Crown, is a quarter straight whiskey of some sort. Bourbon probably tastes like it. And it's aged at least 4 years, you see. There's no age statement on the bottle. It's aged at least 4 years. So you get all these benefits of flavor. My uncle always drinks Seagram 7 on the rocks, 1 glass a day. Okay. Oh, I mean, it's wildly popular here. I don't know about other people's states. You know, different states like different things, but it seems like it's one of the kings of liquor here, you know, of whiskey in Louisiana. Like every store you go to, it's like, especially Winn-Dixie and Walmart, they have big promotions. Seagram 7 Crown and the VO, of course, the Canadian import, the VO. And then, like I was going to say earlier, they have these coupons. And you can, like, if you buy 1 bottle, you get $3 off. You just mail it in. It's a rebate, but they'll send it. And if you buy $2, you get, 2 bottles, you get like $6 off. And it keeps climbing. And you don't even have to buy Seagram 7 twice. You could buy, say, Seagram 7 and Sky Vodka, whatever, you know. Like, so you can mix and match as long as it's a Diageo brand, and you just keep the receipt and you circle where the brand is and you fill out the little card. It doesn't take 2 or 3 minutes, and you mail. So it costs you for the stamp, and then they'll send it to you. They say it allows 6 to 8 weeks, but usually it's about 2 weeks. You'll get it. It comes from Del Rio, Texas. You haven't noticed all coupons come from Del Rio, Texas. So it must be like their big industry. So I think the Seagram 7 Crown is going to be woodier and more flavorful. We're talking $5.99 a bottle for McCormick, and we're talking $11.99 for Seagram 7 Crown. So is it worth $6 more per bottle? You know, if it's $6 more for a bottle, it better taste way better, right? Like, yeah, if it's a little bit better, good, but I'm not paying $6, you know, twice the amount, double the price for something that's 10% better. You know what I mean? It's gotta work out. especially, and this does not apply to me, but especially if you're doing mixed drinks, because that's going to mask all the flavor. And that's why your bars and restaurants use the cheapest stuff for the mixed drinks, because you can't, people claim they can, but let's see if they really can. Do some taste tests. You know, I know a guy, he makes old fashions and he'll only use Old Granddad because he said that's the best for old fashioned. Well, okay, might be true, but if you can't tell them apart in a blind taste test and you replicate it, you keep doing it, then why are you paying $20 for a bottle of Old Granddad when you could get something for $9.99? You know, 10 high bourbon. I mean, so, but if it makes a difference, then yeah, then it makes a difference. So, but I'm saying if it doesn't make a difference, don't do it. And some people will say, "Oh, you have this hidden agenda to promote cheap brands as your goal in life with this video channel." Well, that is absolutely not the truth. I'm just saying they exist, and if you taste them and they're all like inferior, and then the mid price is better, and then the premium price and above premium is even more approachable and enjoyable, well then yeah, it would make sense, and then everything's priced accordingly. But if it doesn't work out like that, then you got to say, okay, now here's something like a beer. Here's a beer that's $5 a bottle, and here's one that's $1.50 a bottle, but the $5 per bottle is only marginally better, if it's better at all. And then you say, well, wait a minute, price doesn't always matter. Okay, but anyway, so there's no agenda. The only agenda, and this is honest, is to taste stuff and tell you what I think about it and be honest about it. That's the only agenda. Yeah, Fuller sent me beer. Okay. But I said it. They sent me beer. There's no agenda there. They just contacted me and said, if we send you this beer, would you do videos? I said, yeah. Same thing with Negro Modelo, Grupo Modelo, 2014. If we send you this beer, will you do videos? And then cook. You have to make cooking videos. I said, okay. I said, well, I'm not just going to automatically say the beer is great because you sent it. They said, well, we already watched your videos. You said it was like an A- or something. I said, oh, well, yeah. So these companies, they're like smart, you know, like they'll check you out. And then they'll, you know, like if some reviewers out there talking about how Modelo Negra is a D- and it's trash, they're not going to contact them. You know, they want, you say, yeah, but they're not doing it for your benefit. They're doing it for their benefit. They want free advertising. Well, common sense. I mean, a child would figure that out, right? You know what I'm saying? An 8-year-old could figure that out, that they're doing it for their benefit. Modelo sent me $50 to buy Negro Modelo beer. They didn't do it because they liked me. They did it because they want promotion. Now, why they picked me to do cooking videos, this is a mystery. That I did not understand, because they're saying Rick Bayless, Chef Rick Bayless does all this cooking with Modelo. That was like a promotion they had in 2014. And then you can do it. And I'm thinking, okay, Rick Bayless does all these. And then they sent me all this stuff from the Spice House, these expensive spices. And I'm thinking, what, they watched some videos where I ate some canned beans and heated up some smoked sausage and put some cheese on it and yellow onions and hot sauce, and they thought that me and Rick Bayless should do cooking videos. Okay, whatever. So I did it. Yeah. And then I asked them, what do you think about the videos? They're great, great. They love it. Okay. Now you figure that out. I didn't see any other beer reviewers doing that either. You say, well, I guess that made you feel special, huh? It did. Me, Rick Bayless, and Grupo Modelo. Okay. Oh, by golly. 47 straight says, good morning. I just can't get the other McCormick Spice Company out of my head. Right. Yeah. They bought Zatarain's, right? The famous Louisiana company. Okay, let's go with the challenge. Well, the whole point of what I was just saying is you can do very ordinary things and you might get attention from a big company for whatever bizarre reason. They should have seen that omelet I made this morning. I might get $50 more worth of Modelo Negro. Oh, that thing came out nice. Use 100% imported Italian olive oil. See, that's the key, the olive oil when you're doing eggs and bacon and stuff. Olive oil, yes. 100% virgin. You don't want to, it makes the difference. I mean, it just, you pay more, but you get more. Now that really is a step up benefit. Okay, enough. Go on with the taste challenge, please. Focus. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. I know I got to go to Walmart and buy more beans. That is the truth. All right, so one good thing about blabbing is it lets the whiskey breathe, and that does make a difference. And other viewers have commented on that. It makes a difference. You're doggone right, it does. So like there's a little sourdough bread here and some wood, and that makes me think it's McCormick because I think McCormick uses sourdough whiskey. Can you get a higher grade whiskey from McCormick? Yes, you can. It's called Triple Crown. It's in a fancy square glass bottle, and it costs a lot. So, but I've never seen it in a store going on. Well, maybe I did once in Kentucky, but it is expensive, and I didn't buy it going on. Okay. Well, good morning, Captain. This seems to have some sourdough kind of characters too. Maybe they're also using sour mash whiskey up there in Indiana. Okay. If you don't like corn, this is not the video for you because you know these things are going to all be just so corn oriented. Okay, I'll get some alcohol burn. Naturally, it's 80 proof. This one, though, it seems sweeter and a little more candy-like. Like, you know, like, what kind of candy? Not Werther's original, but something, some kind of candy. Some kind of candy. Some kind of love. Put candy on your shoulder. Some kind of love. But I don't know, maybe this is from Indiana. Maybe this is the Seagram 7 Crown from Indiana with little pink houses for you and me. I was born in a small town. Actually, I was born in Baton Rouge, a big town. You say, no, it's a city. Go to Baton Rouge. You won't really think it's a city. Like my friend, former friend, I guess, says, Baton Rouge is like a big town. It is. Like you see cows, pasture. How many, cities have cow pastures like in the city limits? Not too many. All right, but anyway, going on. So that smells like Indiana. Almost smell like tomato paste, which I know makes no sense, but I swear. Okay, so maybe Seagram 7 Crown uses a little bit of Rotel. No, can't be. No. Tippecanoe and Tyler too. All right, Battle of Fallen Timbers. All right. Tecumseh. All right. It's really freaking me out because both of them have a rich aroma. Now, when the taste comes into play, I think that's where it's going to break down. Missouri, 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 Missouri. Life on the Mississippi. Okay, gotta taste it. Gotta taste it. I didn't say much about the appearance. It didn't seem too different. Maybe one was a shade lighter than the other, but I can't remember. Maybe that's good because then I can't glance and say that's that and that's that. The flavor, yeah, like whiskey and a lot of corn filler and like alcohol burn and maybe some flowers and maybe some wood and maybe, you notice I say maybe. Caramel or not. I meant to say nectar. Okay. Do not use this for mouthwash and go to work. Okay, just don't. Bad idea. You say, well, it tastes kind of minty. This one tastes kind of minty. It does. It really does have a peppermint, spearmint flavor. But I wouldn't use it as mouthwash and go to work. Use actual mouthwash. Dr. Tishner's. Don't drink the Dr. Tishner's. I knew a barber that would do that. Not good. All right. Oh, I'm having a little trouble here. You say, because you're drinking in the morning. No, I'm tasting in the morning, and it's not because of the alcohol. It's because I can't tell them apart too much. Some kind of love. Okay. All right. Chelsea girls. All right. They shot him up with milk. Okay, there goes Johnny boy. Oh, all right. Okay, frozen. All right. Frozen warnings. Where shall she go? What shall she wear when Monday comes around? Okay, well, this is remarkable in the sense that can't really tell them apart, and it's freaking me out because I thought, you know, all kidding aside and the sing along, all kidding aside, I thought the Seagram 7 crown was just going to be the clear winner, but that is not the case. One more taste. One more taste. As long as you believe, in miracles, we'll get by. I know that was off key. We'll get by. All right. I think I know it. I think I know. I think I know. We'll take a slow car to China. We can. All right. Why not a beastie revolution? Why not a beastie revolution? Okay. Yeah, Seagram 7 Crown. I said it. I looked at it and then I said it. I know I didn't cheat. I'm just, you say it's the liquor getting to you. Well, I'm going to use that as an excuse because I wanted to say Seagram 7 Crown and then I was singing Beastie Revolution and I forgot to call it. You can trust me. I would never cheat. Probably. No, I really wouldn't cheat. So 7 Crown and McCormick. Why did I think this was 7 Crown? Well, in the final analysis, it just seemed to have a little bit more richer flavor. A little richer flavor. Now you say, yeah, but you said a little bit. Yeah, I was able to tell them apart. But is it $6 better? Now there's the question of the hour. The McCormick does have a richer aroma, but, you know, forget the aroma. It's not, but that is an important aspect of whiskey, though. I shouldn't say forget the aroma. No, I can't say that it's $6 better. So, hey. So, hey, tonight. It's gonna be tonight. I think I would just shop price. So if I was looking to buy a blended whiskey, and I wouldn't be, I actually would not be. I don't buy these things to drink. I buy these things to do taste challenges with. I mean, I'm tired. I'm telling you, I mean, I'm being entirely honest. I mean, I can't get up here and lie. I wouldn't feel comfortable lying. People say maybe, like, what whiskeys do you buy just to drink and think about? None, actually. This is the truth. I literally only buy them to do reviews and taste challenges. True story. Now, you might say, yeah, but you drink it every day. Because when you're not doing taste challenges, you're drinking a few ounces of the bourbon to drink it down. I know that's true. And then then I'll start a new whiskey brand like this Kentucky Gold. But I never drink them just for like my own personal pleasure. Like, it sounds terrible. I drank them to get rid of them. Like, I say, well, I got all this bourbon. They're opened. I've done the bourbon. Maybe in a year I'll buy another bottle. Well, I'm just drinking it to get rid of the bottles. Like I drank the Jim Beam, finally drank it, threw that away. The Jim Beam Trace, threw that away. Whatever they were, and I got the Jack Daniels Black Label and Jack Daniels Green Label. I'm just going to drink them to drink them down and get rid of them. I'm not, if I didn't do video reviews, I'm probably wouldn't buy them. I mean, this is the truth. But, you know, I was testing out liquor before I started doing video reviews in November 2010. I bought some vodka, tried it, and I thought, nah, I don't really like it. You know, I didn't throw it out. I just didn't like it. It tasted like nothing to me. Like I drank the Katz and Best-Off vodka. It was all right. I drank the Crown Rousse, the Taka. I didn't see much to that. So, and I wasn't doing video reviews. I was just reviewing it in my head to myself. But that's why I bought them, to try them, to review them to myself. You see, that's why I started video reviews, so we could talk to each other. But I swear I never went out and bought any liquor to say I'm just going to buy it because I enjoy drinking liquor. That would be a lie. That would be the lie. I mean, this is the truth. I bought it just to do reviews. Now, do I enjoy doing the reviews and the taste challenges? Well, yeah, I do a lot. It's fun. It's an interesting little exercise, but that's why I buy the liquors, to do the reviews and the taste challenges, not for personal enjoyment. I mean, this is the truth. As crazy as that sounds, but that is why. The wine, okay, now that's different because I think people should drink juice every day, but I drink wine as my juice. We're talking about 3 or 4 ounces a day. Now, this is the truth. You say, oh, you lie. You probably drank half a bottle because you're an old drunk. You could think that, and there's no way I could prove otherwise, right? Unless I had a video camera on me all the time. But the truth is, I drink about 3 or 4 ounces a day of wine as juice. I prefer it over juice. Juice to me tastes like sugary or something. I don't really like it. But the wine, you know, I like it. So I got that big 4,000 milliliter bottle of Carlo Rossi, right? Every day I'm drinking 3 or 4 ounces. You say, well, you must still have half the dang bottle. And you did a video review a month ago. I know I still have half the dang bottle. It's going to take forever to get through it. And then I'm sipping on Saturday. I regiment. Everything's regimented, you know. Saturday and Sunday, I sip on the 3 or 4 ounces of the Taylor Sherry Excellent for Cooking. That's what it's called today, Sherry Excellent for Cooking. They had to change the name, I think, for legal reasons. They got in trouble with the government. I still have half that bottle. So you could say, well, you just drink according to like some kind of military regimen, some kind of schedule. That would be absolutely right. Now I have to tell you, I'm getting some chatter from people about, and this is behind the scenes chatter. I'm not a guru. Let me say this first of all. People come to me as though I am. I'm not. You see all these comic books? Now if you ask me about Batman or Superman, let's talk about a guru, a life coach. But they'll say, oh, they're coming to me with some behind the scenes chatter. They're saying, oh, hey, this is unsolicited messages coming to me, by the way. Hey, check this out. They're showing me text messages. Oh, okay. I think some of these people doing these examinations daily or day to day, time to time, or have a drinking problem. They're doing it just to get drunk and all of this. And then there's this back and forth going on between the groups, the factions. Oh, don't judge me. You don't live my life. And I'm watching it and I'm thinking, I don't really understand all of what this drama is about. But like I told the let's cool it faction, you know, people are drinking too much. I said, look, you know, we do the beer reviews, the examinations, and we do the alcohol examinations, whatever. I said, we don't encourage heavy drinking and drunkenness and all. You know, you watch that. We don't. We just tasting it, talking about the brands and all this. And I told that faction, I said, look, you can't control these other people. If they're out of control drinking and getting high on drugs and all of this, and you're not encouraging it, so you can't control it. You know, you don't have to go and make a big announcement to them. Oh, you need to stop. Well, I mean, it's good that you're doing it probably, but they'll crash and burn eventually anyway. You know what I mean? They're going to flame out. They're not going to keep going. We had this problem in the past with other people joining us. You've seen some of the old examinations where these people wanted to join and they're all gung-ho for it. I'm saying, okay, but you could just tell, you could pick up on their vibe, you know what I mean? Or their mannerisms, whatever. They're not just drinking liquor. There's some drug, you know what I mean? There's some psychedelic stuff going on here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. I said, they're not going to stay. I told them, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. They're going to crash. That plane will crash. Just like a plane that's leaking fuel, it's going to crash. And sure enough, they went down like the setting sun. You know, they went. And then they come to me privately. I think I have a drinking problem. And I'm like, well, I mean, that was pretty obvious, you know. You need to go get some kind of help. And then they come back with crazy messages like, oh, let me do the hangouts with you again. I'm better. I'm like, no, you're not better, because you wouldn't have come to me with this out of the blue announcement that you had, because you get into they go through these spells, you know, these, what do you call scenarios, like where they're okay, they're going to work, but then they'll go berserk more or less and start drinking like mad, you know, and who knows, pass out in their house or something. And then they'll send me bizarre messages, you know, this drunk talk, what you call that? Like saying, I got one of these messages Sunday night or whatever, oh, you're so important to me and I admire you so much. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking somebody's high as a kite. But you know, I didn't make a big thing out of it. I just said somebody's looped up. But you know what I mean? You watch it and you say, okay, and And every time that happens, I'm always thinking, I figured that was coming, you know. So it's a hard thing to manage, like, because a viewer, and myself, we might view this as an interesting hobby, you know, a fun hobby. We do the drinking, tasting, we look at the brands, oh, this and that, you know. But other people, it's like a major life problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, it leads to, they have like relationship problems, and they can't keep a job, they stay at home, they get strung out on the alcohol and drug, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you can tell, you can tell. You say, what's the solution? Well, now, if I knew the solution, you know, I don't know the solution, people. It's anything, you know, people get hung up on things. They get like, what you say, caught up in it. That's like that addiction behavior, you know, where, I don't know. It's, but that's another video. That's another video. So let's just end this, but it's interesting, you know, it's a concern when over the years, I've been doing this for 8 years online, and it's that repetition. You run across it again and again, people that probably would do better not drinking at all, and at a minimum shouldn't drink much, a little bit every day, but they start becoming married to it, if you know what I mean. Like, alcohol becomes their wife, you know what I mean, and their life. It's their wife and their life, and that's a real problem. And then they're into the other, you know, and they're into this. It's funny that they're in the marijuana people. They'll always tell me, they come to me. I never say anything. I might see him and I'll say, okay. Maybe I make a face, you know, but I don't say anything. Then they always come to me like, hey man, you judge me because of marijuana, huh? I was like, I never said anything. Like, literally, I don't live your life. But they're like paranoid, you know. They're thinking, you're judging me because of marijuana, huh, man? I don't know you. So, but when you, like, out of the blue come to me with that, like one of the beer reviewers I hung out with personally, won't say too much there, just out of the blue bringing this up, like, oh, you're paranoid because I'm smoking marijuana. I'm like, I didn't even mention that. No, it's because you're paranoid and you think I'm paranoid. You see, paranoid people think everybody else is paranoid. But anyway, I've been hearing about that since about 1971, you know, about marijuana and paranoia, you know. So if I've been hearing about it and I hear it firsthand from the users, it must be true, right? Now the smokers and the tokers are saying, you know, that just goes to show you're paranoid. You probably watch me at night. And little men run across the table while you're watching TV, but I don't do that.